All right, so I got a great question about the solution after you take your MVX Plus test. So let's kind of go through this. I want to start with part of what has happened is in our Western culture, our eating habits, our exposures, we are constantly bombarded with plastics, pesticides, frankenfoods, all sorts of things that we're ingesting, we're drinking, we're putting on our hair. I don't have any right now. Our skin, our face, and these go into our body, and our body tries to deal with these as best as possible, but it can be overwhelming. And right now, one of the theories that we have in conventional medicine, it's almost like the straw that broke the camel's back. How many toxins, how many pollutants, how many insults can your body, can your immune system handle until it starts to react or can't function the way that it normally would. When I say react, I mean overreact, or not be able to react at all. And so this could be one of the reasons why we're seeing higher increases of cancer diagnoses, more autoimmune issues, more allergies, more obesity, more fatigue, more brain fog, more degenerative, neurodegenerative illnesses. So when you take your MVX Plus test, you're going to get a health score. And this score is going to be from 1 to 100. The lower the score, the better. If you've got an excellent score, awesome. You've been taking care of yourself. You've gotten lucky because you haven't had certain exposures, or you've been able to deal with things proactively or as soon as they've come up. You will probably know what you want to focus on because of the MVX Plus test in order to help you be that much better. Now, let's say your score isn't as great. You're in the middle of the road, or it's higher than what we would want, and you're actually at risk. This is where the solution comes in. And what I am guiding you through is a 7-step blueprint to optimal health. This was something that was created by Dr. Darren Schmidt with the assistance of Cellcore, who makes incredible products that help you not only with your symptoms, but the mechanisms and the causes of those symptoms. So it's helping you in different stages rather than just focusing on the symptoms. So what does this solution look like? The first step looks like addressing your nutrition. So this is something where usually people need more clean proteins and whole foods, but that gets addressed. Nutrition. Number 2, your energy systems. MVX will give you a value for how well your mitochondria are functioning. The mitochondria are these little organelles inside of your cells. Some of your cells, 50% of them, are mitochondria. So that tells you just how important your mitochondria are. They are critical for your brain, for your heart. You need to produce a certain amount of ATP. That is the energy exchange that occurs within these cells. And if your mitochondria aren't producing that, every cell in your body is affected. Number 3, drainage systems. This is where people make a lot of mistakes. You need to make sure that your colon, your liver, and your kidneys are open and are operational and are draining appropriately, because anything that comes next, if you're not draining appropriately, you're basically going to stir up a dust storm in your body, in your brain, and you're going to have symptoms that are very uncomfortable, and you're probably going to stop doing any kind of cleanse that you would have wanted to do. Step number 4 is we have to clean out the intestines from the pathogens and from the parasites. And I am sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but even if you have only lived in the United States and you have not traveled anywhere, you more than likely still have parasites. if you walk barefoot, if you have pets, if you are an adventurous eater, these all put you at risk for having parasites. Parasites are like magnets for toxins and heavy metals. So if you saw that you have a higher load of toxin exposure than what you normally should on your MVX Plus test, this is critical. This has to be done, but it has to be done correctly. Number 5 is, now that you've cleared out the gut, now it's time to clear out the entire body and the brain. You can have parasites in your sinuses, in your brain. You can have them other places than your intestines. These need to be gotten rid of. Your immune system needs to be supported throughout this entire cleansing process. And again, colon, liver, kidneys, these all need to be open in order to help get all of this out. Number 6. So now we're at toxins. And when I say toxins, I mean the heavy metals, the plastics, the pesticides. There's so many different exposures that we've had over our lifetime. And our body has been accumulating these and trying to get rid of it as best as possible. But the body needs help. So we get rid of these toxins. And again, we're supporting the immune system. Number 7 is, now we go intracellular. Everything else has been essentially extracellular. Now we're going into the cell. There's about 80 known pathogens that live inside of cells. Lyme is one of them. And if you're in certain communities, Lyme is not even really recognized or treated, unfortunately. So there's Lyme, Borrelia, Babesia. The list just goes on and on and on. So this needs to be addressed. And once you've done that, you've cleaned extracellular, you've cleaned intracellular, you've gotten rid of parasites everywhere in the intestines, throughout the body, if you have them in the brain or in the sinuses. You've gotten rid of the toxins, the mold, the heavy metals, etc. Your elimination pathways are open, the colon, the liver, the kidneys. Now you're ready for optimization and regeneration. And this is where it's up to you, it's up to your goals. But this is something that needs to be done. And if you've never done it in your life, you definitely need to do it. And after you do this, then you realize how well you're gonna feel, how good you are feeling, and what's possible. So at that point, you've got the tools now, and you can go through this on your own pace, whether you want to do it every 5 years, every few years. You know, maybe you travel and you realize that you put yourself at risk, or you got some unlucky infection or exposure. And again, you need to detox, you need to cleanse, you need to do it in the way that you know is science driven, and you've got data to back it up in the form of a simple test. So that is what the solution is. That is what I'm guiding you through. That is what I'm going through right now. I'm in the first few steps right now. I practice what I preach. So I'm on this path. I want to take you on the path as well. I want us to go through this together. I want you to learn this for yourself. I want you to learn this for your family, for your loved ones, because the more of us that know how to do this and how to do this appropriately, the better our life is going to be, the better our quality of life is going to be. And that's what we want, is we want vital life. We want to be able to do the things and have the experiences that we want with the people that we care about and the people that we love. So I hope that was a good explanation for the solution. This program will be starting up, and I'm planning on making this available for people so that you can do an online webinar style where you have office hours with me in a group setting. And then for those that need more one-on-one, there will be select spots so that we can work together one-on-one, so you can have more of the attention that you need, if that's something that you need. Okay, so please share this with someone that you think would benefit. Please like and subscribe so we can get this message out to more people, and look for the next video. Okay, thanks, bye-bye.